Right. So people, welcome to the session, the workshop, AI powered Excel VBA macros with the vibe coding. So today I'll be explaining something about how actually you can write the codes, even if you don't know anything about it, even if you don't have any background of it, how actually you can work on that. And also we'll also learn about how we can start working on VBA as well. Okay, from scratch. First, we'll understand few basic things, and then we'll go for automations. We'll go for simple codes. You know how we can use ChatGPT or Claude to get the codes. Okay, all right. So, people, here what I've done is there are a lot of topics, very interesting things. This file I'll be sharing it with you after the session, but there are many things actually. Say why automation is important, what all things we should actually understand before automation, okay, and why VBA macros still matter in the AI era. There are a lot of AI tools which are coming up, but still many people think about VBA, why it is very important. That also I'll tell you. Then we'll understand about vibe coding. Then we'll understand about the automations. I'll just give you some different demos as well. Okay. And also we'll see how the industry is actually using. Some of you actually asked about email automation, data cleaning automation, dashboard automation. So that also we'll discuss. And how the future will be. Suppose if you think, many of them actually feel that the VBA is outdated, Python has come, AI has come. It's not like that. See, how much our technology, the advanced technology comes, Excel and VBA remains forever. Why? Because you can see that even though AI, so many tools have come, still people use Excel. Why? Because it is very much user friendly and also easy to use, and it is not so very costly like other tools. Okay. So I'll be discussing about these things as well. And again, there are some automations which I'll tell you how to do. I cannot cover all these things one day, but I'll just show you how actually you can do all this. For this, already the prompts, the codes, everything is there, which I'll be sharing it with you. You can use it, you can work on it. And also this recording will be given for you people so that you people can later work as well. Okay. Right. So first module, what we'll do is we'll try to understand about the Excel automation where we will be using the Excel VBA macros. Okay. So first topic is introduction to Excel automation. So few minutes, I'll just tell you about the industry, how Excel VBA is actually used and how automation is actually created and how it is um, easy for us to work as well. So few things we'll just discuss and then we'll go for practicals. Okay. People, what we actually do is, in the company, many people say we usually copy the data. Say this copying and pasting work is a lot of things are there in Excel. That is the main thing in Excel actually. Then we keep formatting the reports. We create some dashboards or we keep sending mails or preparing MIS reports. So this is the common thing what you see in almost all the industries, in all the domains. It takes a lot of time. And again, there'll be some copy paste work, there'll be some 100 files. You have to keep copying and pasting the files, the data in that. Then again, copy and paste. After that, we have to create the reports, dashboards. Many things, many people do manually. Still now they do manually. But to avoid that, what we have to do is we have to do something where automatically these processes will happen. So for that, programming is one big solution actually. Okay. Suppose if you think, say, imagine spending 30 minutes daily creating reports, 5 days a week, 52%. How many hours, how many minutes it will take actually to finish a simple task. So for that, we have something called as Excel automation. Say, what is automation? First of all, you'll understand the problem with repetitive work. What happens? See, suppose, okay, I want to finish one task. I will open the file, copy the data, remove blanks, format report, create chart, save it as PDF, and then send the mail. See, almost 35 minutes to 45 minutes, or it may go even beyond that if it is like files are larger. Okay. So, what if all this happens with a single click? I'll create one automation tool. If I click on that, things will happen automatically. Things will finish soon automatically. So if we can do something like that, we can save a lot of time and also we can get time for QC as well. Okay. So we'll go here. We'll understand what is automation. Okay. People, You might be thinking we're learning VBA, but why this automation? VBA is actually learned so that you'll do some automations. So what is Excel automation? Excel automation is the process of making Excel perform tasks automatically without manual intervention. We cannot say without manual intervention, say minimal manual intervention, we can say. Okay. Instead of doing work repeatedly, we instruct Excel to do this work. How? Say automatically format the report, automatically generate invoice, send emails, refresh dashboards, combine files, create PDFs. All these things, you people are sitting here. Most of you know programming. Almost many of them who are in the class doesn't know programming. I will tell you how easily we can use ChatGPT and Claude to get the codes and finish our task in a simple way. Okay, so that is what is the vibe coding. That is what we'll be learning to make you people understand how easy it is to write the programs now in this AI era. Okay, right. So first of all, let's understand what is back. First, we'll understand few terminology. Don't directly jump. AI is there. I'll go. I'll give some prompt. I'll get the codes. I'll start working. Don't do that. That's a big mistake. What everyone will do. First, let's understand what is macro. Macro is nothing but the sequence of actions or a series of instructions. People, please be on mute. Okay. Right. So it is nothing but a series of instructions, a code, or something which will help us in automating any task. Okay. So here definition says a macro is a recorded sequence of actions that Excel can replay whenever needed. I can work, I can execute the particular program, a set of instructions which will help me in automating the task or finishing some task. Suppose, let's say I want to make some text, bold, change the color, increase the font, apply borders, or anything you want. Okay, we can record the macros, but I'm not here to teach you people record the macro. I'm here to make you people work, make you people understand that, make you people, write your own codes instead of recording the macros. Don't always record the macros. I'll show you how we can actually write the macros as well. So what is VBA? VBA is nothing but Visual Basic for applications, where we actually try to write the macros. There is a software package called as Visual Basic, which have been implemented in Excel, which will help me in writing the codes. Okay, right. So VBA is a programming language used inside Microsoft Office applications. This macro or say the VBA is not just in only Excel. It is there in Word, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, and in Excel as well, in all the MS Office application. Okay, say macro is something like vehicle. VBA is the engine inside the vehicle. That means just an example. We can say that macro is a vehicle. So VBA is nothing but it's an engine which will help me in executing the process. Okay. So example of VBA. So we can create dashboards, automatically send emails. So various different things. Whatever we do, the task in Excel can be automated by writing macros. I'll show you all this practically. Don't worry. Okay. Interesting fact is many large organizations still use VBA based solutions for reporting, finance, HR, and operations. I worked in various big companies, okay, MNC companies. Even now, VBA is actually used. Though Python is there, I'll challenge you, go and check. There are many organizations still use VBA. Why? Because it is directly connected with Excel. It's a native programming language for Excel or MS Office application. That's why people, I'll tell you, when you write any macros, when you write any program in Python, you are considered as something very good programmer or someone who is very technical, in that company or say team. But people, when you actually start writing macros, make things more easier. Your manager of the company will be more interested on that rather than writing some very big Python code. I'm not telling that learning Python is bad, but most of the companies they don't think about too much of advanced things. They want the task to be done in a more simplest of the simplest. Okay. So in that case, VBA is one of the best choice, what I can say. If it is going beyond which we cannot control in VBA, then go for Python. Okay. All right. So we have something called as VB editor. What is this VB editor? VB editor is nothing but it is the environment for writing the macros, developing the macros, editing, deleting, whatever you want to do in say VBA. So we have something called as VB editor. I'll show you where it is, how what all you can do in that. So the purpose of VBA is write VBA code, edit, debug, create forms, functions, and all this. Now, what I'll do is I'll show you how this VBA is, VBE is, and what is macro. All these things we'll see practically. Let me minimize this for some time. I'll open Excel file or say Excel workbook. Okay, you can see here, I have this Excel workbook. This Excel workbook, what you see, this is called as the front end, Excel front end. Now, I want to write the code. I want to write the macros. Where should I go? Say, I have to press Alt F11. I have mentioned here. Okay, so everything I have mentioned step by step. You can see here Alt F11. Okay, so I'll go here to Excel, press Alt F11. It'll take me to this particular place. Okay, so this is called as the VB editor. VB editor. Let me take one notepad just to make you people understand very easily. See, we have VBA, which is nothing but Visual Basic Editor. Okay, this Visual Basic Editor is a place where we actually try to work on the macros. Now, directly I cannot write the macros in this window. So for this, we have three important windows. There are n number of windows. In that, we have very important windows. That is Project Explorer. Then we have Property window. Then we have Code window. Okay. These are the main three windows what we should actually keep in mind. People, let me tell you, many of them actually directly jump and start writing the macros. Never ever do that. What you see here is first understand these three windows. Where are these three windows? Just go here, go to view. And here I have this different windows. I have this Project Explorer. Shortcut key is Control plus R. I'll click on this Control plus R or say press Control plus R, or I'll just click on the Project Explorer. You can see that I'll get this window. This is called as the Project Explorer, where all the objects of the VB application, VB for application, that is Visual Basic for application, that will be available here. Next is the property window. I'll go to view and I'll click on this property window. Property window is nothing but the window which will help me in understanding the properties of each object I select. See, like this. Here I have only two objects as of now. When we create more objects, then we'll understand how this can be changed. Okay. Done. Next, the next one is the code window. This is where we'll be writing the actual code, program, function, whatever. So where is it? I'll go to this view. Here you can see code window. Here. Click on this, I'll get the code window. The code window looks very similar to our notepad. See, I have a notepad here. It looks very similar to that. But this code window, this is where I will be writing all my macros. Okay. The code window is also called as module. Okay. We can call it as module. And the module is nothing but the place where we write macros or codes. Understand the hierarchy. I'll tell you, you can become master in VB. Now you don't have to by heart anything. First understand how I should go to VBE, that is Alt F11. Alt plus F11. Practice shortcut key. It is very good for you. Suppose I'm not so good in shortcut key, go to developer. And here I have this Visual Basic. Click on this. This way also I can go to VB editor. All right, so now we understood Project Explorer, property window, and the code window. Now we also understood that code window is nothing but the module. This is where I'll be writing the macros. Now this code window further it is classified into 5 different types. What is that? Say standard module. Okay. Then we have sheet module. Then we have workbook module. Then we have user form module, and we have class module. These are the 5 different modules. Okay. Standard module, sheet module, workbook module, user form module, and class module. These are the 5 different modules. In all the modules, we can write the program. But why are we having various different modules, 5 different modules? The modules are actually classified depending on the purpose of writing the modules. Let's understand one by one. How to create this? What is the use of this? Okay. Let me go here. Let me close this code window. First, we'll go to standard module. If you go to this insert, and here I have this module, or right click on this Project Explorer, insert, and I have this module. Let me click on this module. You can see that I'll get one module like this. This is the code window. We just saw this. Second one is sheet module. I'll just double click on this sheet. You can see that I'll get sheet module here. Workbook module. Here you can see this workbook. I'll double click on this. I'll get this workbook. User form module. Right click. I'll say insert and I'll say user form. This is my user form module. Right click, insert, class module. I'll keep it. So I created 5 different modules. Now the question arises, all the modules look same. Then why there is a difference in that? What's the purpose of it? Let me show you one by one. I'll go to this standard module. This standard module. And I have this sheet module. I have workbook module. I have user form module. I have class module. If you see all the modules, the common thing is there is something called as general and declarations. There are 2 drop downs. Okay. I'll just mention here, for every module, we have 2 drop downs. One is object drop down. Other one is event drop down. Okay. One is object drop down. Other one is event drop down. So what is object drop down? Let me tell you. I'll go to this standard module, this one, module 1. I'll click on this drop down. There is nothing. I'll click on this event drop down. There is nothing. But when I go to the sheet module, see, if I click on this object drop down, I can see worksheet. If I click on this, I can see there are some events. I'll go to workbook module. Here also, I can find some object and I can see the events. I'll go to user form module. Okay. Let me double click on this particular form. I'll get one more window here. You can see there is an object and events. I'll click on class module. Here also we'll have some object, class object, and here we can see the events. Standard module is the only module which will not have any objects, any events. But all the other modules, sheet, workbook, user form, and class module, they will have events and the objects in the dropdown. All right, next. The next difference is I can create any number of modules. See, right click, insert module. Right click, insert module. I can create any number of standard modules. If you want to create a sheet module, I cannot create from here. I have to go to front end here and say sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. If I go back, you can see here, see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you keep clicking, say double click on this. Each and every sheet has got its own module, the sheet module. User form module. User form module is the only module which will have two different forms, two different windows. Not forms, sorry, two different windows. One is the form window, and if I double click on that, I'll get the code window. So user form will have two windows. It's the only module which will have two windows, that is, say, form window and code window. This is the only module which will have two windows. That is form window and code window. Rest all will have only code window. So let's go back. And I have this class module. Right click, insert class module. You can see I can insert any number of class module. But I can have only one workbook module in the entire project. We call it as project. You can see here, there's a project, say workbook module, because I have only one workbook and one workbook module. So if you see here, I cannot insert, say, cannot insert workbook. We cannot insert. Okay. So if you understand this, I'll tell you, VBA programming will become very easy. Most of the people actually, the problem is they'll start recording the macro and they'll start working on it, modifying it, copying and pasting. Don't do that. Understand this if you want to become a real good programmer. Otherwise, just go record macro, copy and paste and finish. I'll tell you that will really not make you a good, better programmer. Okay, right. Let me repeat again. So we have Visual Basic Editor. To go to Visual Basic Editor, I'll say Alt F11. Then in Visual Basic Editor, three windows are very important. Project Explorer, Property Window, Code Window. Code window is called as module. Module is nothing but the place where we write the macros or codes. And we have five different code windows or modules: standard module, sheet module, workbook module, user form module, class module. All the modules will have two drop downs: object drop down and event drop down. Standard module will not have any objects, any events. The rest all the modules will have objects and events. We can create any number of modules for all the modules, but for workbook, I can insert only one module. I cannot insert. It is like by default, whatever is there, I cannot insert module. And for user form module, we'll have two windows. One is form window and other one is code window. Okay. So if you understand this, then we can start writing the macros. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here. I'll just close this workbook and we'll take a new workbook, a fresh workbook. Okay. So that we can start writing the macros. Okay. All right. So let me just go back. Right, people online till now. How did you feel about the class? Just 30 seconds, just message me so that I'll know that you people are attentive. And then I'll continue with the next session. Quickly, I just give 30 seconds. How did you feel? Just message. And after that, I'll go to next topic. Quick, it should be very quick. Just 30 seconds. Good. Don't take much time. I'm not asking you people to give feedback. I'm just telling you how did you people feel. Just message so that I'll know that you people are attentive. Okay. Just 10 more seconds. Okay. All right. Right, people. Now let's go to next topic. Okay. Let me minimize. Quick. Right. So let me minimize and we'll go to next topic. Okay. I'll come back to this because here I have all advanced things. But what I'm telling you people is about how we should start writing the manuals. Okay. Right. Now let's see the difference between macro, VBA and VBE. Macro is what? It is nothing but a set of instructions. Say purpose is repeat task automatically. And example is we try to format reports in one click. What is VBA? Is nothing but programming language, create advanced automation, generate reports automatically. VBE is what? It's a code editor. We just saw the editor. Write and manage VBA programs, workspace for VBA development. Okay. How to easily remember? Macro is nothing but action. VBA is nothing but language. VBE is the work. That means where we actually work on the macros. Okay. So just keep this in mind. Now, next, we'll see why VBA still matters in this AI era. Artificial intelligence have come. Many people are getting afraid, but still, how this VBA is very much useful for us. We'll check that. Okay, right. So, people, a very common question everyone will ask: see, why should I learn VBA in 2026 when AI can write the codes? Okay, the answer is AI can write the code, but AI cannot automate your business process unless someone knows how to automate the work. Just simply AI is there, we cannot automate our work. We should give some instruction, right? VBA remains one of the fastest ways to automate Excel based business, operations. People, let me tell you, AI tools, when you actually start using, they are very costly. Okay. If you go to Claude, write one simple prompt and you go and check the usage, the tokens are, charged so much. For simple things, every simple things, if you keep on using this AI, it will be like more and more costlier. So for that, what we should do is we have to use these kind of alternatives, which is the native edge, nothing but the VBA for our Excel and MS Office application reports. Okay. Today, we will understand why VBA continues to be the relevant even with the artificial intelligence era. Okay. Right. The importance of automation. Say we can download a report, clean the data, apply format, create charts, send mail, save PDF. This is what actually we have to do, right? Every day in our office, if you go, first thing is we'll open Excel, then there'll be something like copy and paste, write the formulas, then again download that, send the email, convert that to PDF. So every single office, whether it is retail or pharma or insurance, banking, anything, almost similar kind of work will be there. So this VBA will actually help us in reducing the time and it will also give me the accuracy in the work as well. Okay. What automation really is actually? Automation is not about replacing people. Automation is about removing repetitive work. Most of the people actually feel that if I automate something, my job is gone. No, it's not like that. Say when you start automating, you know what happens? Things will become faster and you'll have a lot of time for yourself. See, people, let me tell you my experience. Okay. When we were actually working, suppose there were some HRs, there were some, employees. What they do is they'll come by 10:30, keep on working manually, sit till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, in the night, they'll be keep on working on that because they are working manually. Instead of that, we used to go sit, understand their problems, their task, optimize it, automate it. You know how? When they come 10:30, they'll go, they'll get the data, automate that, just click one button, click, done, over. The task is done within half an hour, the task is done. But what will they do the rest of the day? They'll sit and QC. Because when I say automate, everything will not become like everything is 100% correct. They can QC that. If there are any problem, then again they can correct it. And they also have personal time. So everything, say from morning till evening, keep on working on same thing. You'll really get frustrated and also, things will become, you might say, for example, in the beginning, First half of the day will be very good because it's like fresh. After that, you get frustrated, you might make mistakes as well, right? So if you automate things, we can spend some time with friends, we can have our breaks, we can relax for some time. So instead of working in tension, we can work in a relaxed way. So that's why try to learn automation. Okay. So what are the strengths of automation? Repeating, the repeating task can be removed, say processing the data, generating reports, performing calculations. Okay. People should focus on this, decisions. Computer should focus on repetition. So that means now we have this AI, anything can be done very easy. Okay. People, for making you understand what I've done is, I have got some files also here which I'll be working in front of you. Okay. I have not worked on anything, just like that I took the data, I gave ChatGPT, it gave the data, now I came live, even I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll show you, even without preparing anything. Once I get the task also, we can do it very easily. Okay. So we'll check that as well. Next, why companies love automation? One thing is reduce errors, save time. This is very important for any companies. Then increase in productivity. So these are some of the facts which all the companies expect. Now they appoint you, thinking that you're Excel expert. But imagine if you are doing some automation, so they're very much impressed. No companies will say that you should learn VBA and only come. They will say whether you know Excel. Previously, you know how it was when we were actually working. We used to work on a lot of reports. So they wanted someone who is very good in Excel. But when we show some talent, when we show that yes, VBA can do a lot of things, we can automate, we can reduce time, we can make sure that the quality is increasing. Why not company? Why company will not be so impressed? Everyone will be impressed. Why? Because one is faster, other one is quality, other one is the productivity will be increased because the resource hours can be utilized. Correct? Instead of working on one project, we can work on 3 to 4 projects. We can take more projects from the client, right? So make sure that you people learn automation. Okay. All right. So why companies still use VBA? Many people think VBA is outdated. That's what I told them. It is not true. People, let me tell you, when I was actually working in Excel in 2004 and 5, people told that it is outdated. Now it is 2026. Still people use Excel. How can it be outdated? Excel cannot be outdated. It is still improvising, and people are actually still learning it. And most of them still don't know what the Excel is, what all things are available. Still, people are learning. We should explore a lot of things. People don't think that I learn Python, I learn Java, and I'll become expert. No, it's not like that. Even if you learn one Excel, my students, okay, who learned Excel in 2012, I started my institute. 2013, 14, and all who actually learned Excel, now they're earning more than 50 lakhs package. Okay, only by Excel. It's not about which technology you work with. The company will always focus on two things. What is the problem? What is the solution to the problem? The technology, we have to decide which technology I should use. Okay. Learn like that. Okay. So thousands of organizations continue using VBA every day. Why? Excel already exists. Employees already know Excel. VBA is built in Excel. Then no additional software required. That means you don't have to spend more money on that. That's why companies are still thinking about VBA. Okay. Instead of spending lakhs on software development, many organizations automate process directly in Excel. And I told you, VBA is a native programming language for MS Office application. Okay, it is fast, simple, and cost effective. Companies focus on this main thing, and this purpose is solved by VBA. Okay, all right. So interesting fact: many critical business operations still run using Excel and VBA. You go to many big companies, still they use Excel VBA. Okay, so these are the some of the industries. You can just go through that, and then the real business problem. Say daily sales report, what we do, download data, clean, all these things we do. So we spend a lot of time on this. So these are all some scenarios I've just added here. So you can go, you can check with these things, because after this we'll go and we'll try to work on some practical aspects. Okay. Right. So these are all you know, some of the business problems actually. So you can go through that. There's nothing to practice actually, just to understand. Okay. Right. Next. Why AI becomes more powerful with AI? This is very important for us. Previously, it was like learn VBA, write codes, debug errors, build solution. This is what we used to do. But people now, it was taking actually a lot of what they say. Even we have done VBA classes. Okay, it was taking around 16 to 18 hours. Say 1 month, 2 months. Some people used to tell that, sir, they're not able to understand programming. But now people, you just have to describe the requirement. AI generate code, test the solution, deploy automation. That's all you have to do now. Only 3 steps. Time requirement in just minutes. AI has not reduced the value of VBA. AI has increased the value of VBA. Most of them actually think that say AI has come. Even AI generate code, we have to use the technology, right, to work on that. This is what we'll be working today. This is what we'll be learning today. Okay, that's called as vibe coding. Okay. VBA plus AI is the perfect combination where VBA provides, say, the automation engine, Excel integration, business logic. What AI will provide? Code, code explanation, error resolution, faster development. So together they create faster development, smarter automation, better product. Okay. So keep in mind that. Okay. So in this chapter, we understood what is automations, how it saves the time, automation reduce errors, VBA remains widely used. Many companies still depend on VBA. Real business problems can be solved using VBA, and AI is making VBA development easier than ever actually. So AI is just helping us to improvise our coding skills. Okay. All right. So let's go and see what is the next topic. Okay. What is vibe coding? Now we'll start working on the coding part. Okay. Right. So people, let's go here. Now we'll come back before we write the vibe code. People see, I have to write the code. I'll say Alt F11 and I'll go here. I'll take one module, say standard module. Okay. I want to write the code. If you want to write the code, the first keyword what I have to write is sub. So what is sub? Sub is nothing but subroutine. Subroutine means program, macro, instruction, code, whatever you call. Okay. Subroutine, and I'll say display message. I want to display a message. I'll say MSG box and say we are learning VBA using AI. This is a message. Now, if I execute this, how to execute? Can you see this? I'll say execute. You can see. Okay. A message is displayed. Now, this message, whatever is there, it is actually hard coded, which is available in the coding itself, the instruction itself. Now, what I'll do, I'll copy this and I will put it here. Okay. I have the code here. When I have the text here. I want the VBA program to be written such a way that here I have this text in sheet one. Let's go here. Say sub display message from Excel. I'll say message box and I'll say sheet one dot range of D5 dot value. Don't worry, I'll tell what is this just to make people understand how the coding actually works. See, I will execute this by clicking here. See, this gives me same message. The advantage of writing macros in this way is, let me show you. I'll change this. We are learning VBA with 5. Okay. Now, if you go here and execute this, you can see we are getting this message. So it is always a better practice to learn how to write macros dynamically. I can go, I can select. So this is nothing but the sheet. There's nothing but the range from where I'm getting the value. Dot value is the property where we are getting the property of this particular thing. Say I can use dot copy, dot text or whatever. Okay. Right. Now, this is what we actually have to use. This one is hard coded. This one is dynamic. Okay. Now, I don't know programming. I want to write the program. Okay. I told you this because when I'm actually trying to record a macro or ask ChatGPT about writing a code, you should know that what is sub, what is this program name, what is this instruction, end sub. That's why I just gave you an idea. But let's go to this notes. Vibe coding. This has become a trend now. There are many communities with the vibe coding. There are many people actually are going into this vibe coding. Say, I want to develop an app, a complete app. They will say vibe coding. What is vibe coding? I don't know anything. I don't know anything about coding. I just have an idea. I have an idea about, let's say, for example, I want to develop one app where it will generate the invoice. I only have the idea about invoice. What is invoice? The number of products sold, the quantity, the price, the GST. I only have the idea. Now, what I'll do is I'll give this idea to ChatGPT or any AI tool. So, who is that AI tool? Let's say I am the client. I know the idea. ChatGPT, Claude, or any AI tool, they are actually someone who is like a programmer. I will tell this is what I need. So what ChatGPT will do, what AI tool will do, it will generate all the codes. Now I'll take that code, use it, and start creating my own app. That's all. That is what is vibe coding, which is now trending. And you should understand that. Now you'll be thinking then it is just I'll go to ChatGPT and give the idea, it will give. No, it will not give the idea just like that. For that, you should know prompts, prompt engineering. There are so many technical things involved in that, but not difficult like go sit and learn the entire VBA. Okay. So what is vibe coding? Let's understand. So vibe coding means this is one of the biggest reasons why learning VBA today is become more easier. Okay. So what is vibe coding? We'll see the definition. Vibe coding is the process of creating software solutions or software codes by describing what you want instead of writing every line of code manually. That's all. People, I'll tell you, if you understand the prompt engineering, any app, any application, any automations, you can do it very easy. In simple words, instead of coding, I will explain the requirement to AI and the AI will generate code for us. That's all. Simple. That's called as vibe coding. Traditional way. What is that? Think, write code, test, debug, fix error, and then deploy. But now the days are gone. Say, describe the problem, AI will generate solution, test it, and deploy. Over. I don't have to bother at all. Okay. Say simple example. Instead of writing code manually, I'll just say create a VBA macro that formats my sales report and generate PDF. AI creates the code. Say this is called as the vibe coding. Okay. Now let's go and few things we'll understand, and then I'll show you some example like. Okay. Now let's say the vibe coding term become popular because developers started creating applications by simply explaining the ideas. The ideas is nothing but the prompt. Okay. Rather than focusing on syntax, they focused on outcomes. Old thinking how it is, how do I write the code? Now, what do I want to achieve? AI handles much of the coding work. Human focuses on solving problems. I told you, people now, if you go to company, what actually they are looking for? What is the problem? And we should give what is the solution for that problem. That's all. That is all you have to focus now because now the companies don't have time to go teach, learn. They only have time where we can give the solution instantly to the problem what I have. For that, what I should do, I have to learn the AI. If only learning AI tools will not solve the purpose, we should also know about other technologies as well. Okay, people, I'll tell you, most of the trainers, most of the workshops, webinars, they just keep on drag things. Okay, they don't even bother to teach you anything. Why? Because they just try to do the marketing. But what I'm trying to tell you people is practice understand, implement. That's all. Okay. Right. Now let's go here and say traditional way of coding versus AI assisted coding. What is that? So traditional way, step one, we learn the programming language. We join the course for VBA and we'll start learning the programming language. We'll try to understand the syntax. Then we'll write the code. Then we debug it, optimize it, deploy it. It'll take lot of days, can be weeks or months. But AI describe the requirement. AI generates the code, test, solution, deploy within minutes. You can finish the task itself. Okay. The important point is AI does not remove the need of thinking. AI removes much of typing. Okay. You still need to understand the business problems, automation logic, and expected result. Only thing which is reduced is about the logical thinking and the typing part. Only that will be removed. Okay. Right. So real world example. Now what I'll do by coding. Okay. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll try to work on one example. What we'll do is we'll go here. Let's take one example. Let's take some big data actually. Okay, we'll take this. Okay. Right. So I have one file. What I want is I want this file to be format. Just format. That's all. This one, this table has to be format. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to my ChatGPT. I'll open my ChatGPT. I just want to format, that's all, nothing else. Okay. Act as a VBA program. Now you might ask, what is this? Usually, when we write the prompt, we should make sure that we'll assign a task or say the role for the AI tool. Okay. Now it will act as VBA programmer. I have a Excel file. I'm just typing. Okay. Excel file where the data is in first sheet. Okay. Data is in first sheet. I need to format the data with auto fit of columns, then auto fit rows, highlight headers, and then give borders. Okay, just simple automation. I'm actually trying to do simple formatting. I need Excel VBA code to finish this task. The data, or say the range, be dynamic. Okay, dynamic. Why? Because if you see here, the data might actually increase. So today it is about 600 records. Tomorrow it can increase as well. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll say execute. You know what happens? You just observe this. It is trying to understand. See, it is giving me this code. See, it is giving me this code. See, such big code. We don't know. We don't know what it is. Okay. See, so many things are there, but still I don't have to bother. I will copy this. Okay. I'm just copying it. Now what I'll do, I'll go here. Let me go to this particular sheet. Okay. Alt F11. Right. I mentioned Alt F11. Here I'll go. This is my workbook. This is the project actually. Right click and say insert. I'll insert a module. I will paste it. See, I pasted the code. Done. Now what I'll do, since it is in first sheet, okay, I know that it's in first sheet. Let's go here. And what I'll do is I will just execute. I didn't even bother to check. I didn't even bother to know what it is. I will go here and I will execute it. Okay, let's go and check. Can you see this? Can you see this? It's got formatted. See, completely disformatted. Exactly till here. That's all. It's called as vibe coding. But if you just go back, you want to check this. See, it's saying set. It's saying last row. Many things are there here. What is this? If you don't understand this, then again you will be in problem. Why? Because for everything I cannot go and keep on. That is what you have to learn. That is called as a bit of traditional way. In the beginning, I told you about what is sub. I told you about the programming name. And I also showed you about the end sub. Inside that, I just showed you about some message, what we write. Now you have an idea about what is sub, what is end sub, what is the program name and all. But inside this, there are so many things which we should learn. So that is what we'll be learning in the coming classes. But now today, I just want to tell you how easy it is to learn the program, how easily we can finish our task. Let it be any kind of difficult task we can easily. Okay, right. So this is one task, simple task what we did. Okay, so let's go. I have many things like that. Many prompts are there. I'll show you one by one. Okay, let's go here. So there is one task where it asking to save that as a PDF and all. We'll learn later. Why? Because everything will go advanced now, only it will become very difficult for. Okay. All right. So let's go to few other things. Say we can use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is excellent for VBA code generation, learning VBA, error explanation, step-by-step guidance. But Claude, understanding large VBA projects, improving existing code, optimization, code documentation. People, Claude is very nice, very nice actually, but very costly. But I use Claude for documentation. Why? Because it is very good in formatting, documenting, and all. But to generate the codes, ChatGPT is awesome actually. ChatGPT is awesome. In ChatGPT, we have something called as Codex. Codex we have. So here I have the Codex actually. If you go here, I have installed this Codex. Okay. This Codex is very good. But now if I start teaching Codex, it will take a lot of time. But see, the other day I was just doing some app and something in Python. See, it's very nice actually for code. Okay. But now ChatGPT is more than enough for you people, for the beginners. Okay. So you can use Claude. Copilot. Copilot people, it is not so very strong like ChatGPT, but still for your Excel formulas and things like that, it's very good. Okay. Right. So what is that? These tools are not replacing developers. They're becoming very productive partners. If you just observe this, when I use this ChatGPT, you can see that I just used ChatGPT. It gave something there, right? The code it generated so fast, I could use it. This is another one. This version also freezes the header. So this is something which, another code actually, alternative code what it has given, where it is saying that we can freeze the header. That's what it is saying. See, I just go here, control A, and paste. Same code, but it is saying that it can freeze. See what errors will come. Right. Let's go. Start. Yep. All right. Okay. So this is called as vibe coding. So the combination of ChatGPT and VBA is really awesome. Actually, we can do many things. Okay. So few things after that, I'll just tell you about how actually we can use. A lot of demos are there, a lot of practicals are there. I will show you. Okay. Right. So Claude plus VBA, this use it for understanding and the formatting. Okay. Right. How AI is changing automation development. We all know that learning VBA could take months. People spend hours searching Google, reading forums, debugs and all. Today, AI will act as teacher, developer, anything. Okay. So we can learn faster we can develop, faster we can be more productive. Okay. AI and prompt engineering, this is very important. Please learn prompt engineering. Then what is there? Okay. Formula for great prompts. What is that? When you create a VBA prompts, so what should happen? Which worksheet, which workbook, formatting, calculations, filters, how the output should be. So all these things, if we can give, we can easily automate. Say, for example, we can mention all this. Say, I just mentioned, right? So like that. I just mentioned only for formatting, that's all. So if you would have given more other things, it would have been done. That we'll do one by one. Okay. What are the common prompts which we use? Say, reporting, dashboard, data cleaning, email automation, file automation, all these things. Okay. Right. So what AI can do, it can do anything actually, what you ask them. Okay. Right. So future of software development, just go through all these things, people. Anyways, now only will concentrate on the practical classes. So all this, please, you just go through. Okay. I'll not take much of theory now. We'll directly jump on to our practical things. Okay. Right. So I'll just take 1 30 seconds break. So in that break, I want you people to tell how did you feel till now? Then I'll go and I'll explain about all the examples. Now we'll go one by one and we'll start working on the demos. Quickly, I just give 30 seconds. Let me know how did you feel about till now with this second session, and then we'll go for practically how we can start using this whiteboarding, VBA, ChatGPT plus VBA, and start working on examples. Quick. I'll not give much time, just 30 seconds. People, what happened? Quick, you should be like how you are feeling so that I can go for next topics. Should be quick. I'm not asking stories to type. Right. So people, I just want to know whether you're active or not. Okay, that's why I'm asking. So I want all of you just at least type something. Good, bad, ugly, anything is fine. Okay. Right. So people, what I have done is here I have got some content or say data so that the people will know what actually we can do. I just know the purpose of automation. That's all I know. What task I need to complete, but I don't know BB. Why I'm taking this topic is most of the people actually feel that it's very difficult for me to learn programming. No, just remove that from your head. Now AI is there to support you, but you should know the background of the VB, at least some basics. Then whatever you do, it will become easy for you to work. Okay, right. So people now stop messaging. Just concentrate. We just go and try to understand few things here. Okay. So here I have given some instructions where all these are actually some demos actually, which will go one by one. Okay. Anyways, I'll be sharing this file with you so that the people can actually use it later as well. Because I cannot cover each and everything. I'll just work on some examples, important ones. Later on, you can work on your own. Okay. Right. Say generate VBA using ChatGPT. Suppose if you want to do that. Say show attendance that they do not need to memorize code. Say AI can generate VBA code instantly. Okay. Say I have one exercise. Let's say I'll just go here. See, yeah, we'll take this exercise. So this is nothing but explanation. Again, I don't want to go and read all this. You guys can read, but I'll directly go to this. I have a workbook called as retail sales data set. Let me go and see retail. Okay, we'll take this option. Okay, sales report. Yeah. So here it's saying show that ChatGPT can. Okay. So what we have to do? We are saying that we and VBA developer create a VBA macro for Excel data. Say formats the entire worksheet professionally, make headers bold, apply background colors for the headers, auto fits all columns, apply borders to the range, formats, add filters to all the columns, display a message saying that just now we did this, right? Yes. So I have this macro. So I just typed my own prompt, but this prompt you can directly just copy and paste. Say I will copy this. Now what I'll do, let me close all the other files. Okay, let me close this. I'm just closing all the files here. Okay, so we'll take this one. Right. I'm copying this. And what we'll do is we'll open this particular file. Okay, open any file, just open this. See people, with this code, how fast we can finish our task. See, this is my file. Okay, let's go to the chat GPT or Claude. Anything you can use, whichever you are comfortable. See, I'm just pasting this. Directly I paste it here. I'm saying act as a VBA developer or whatever, and I'm giving some task here. And if you think you want to give some specific thing, you can also go here and specify the data is in sheet one. Okay, so that is also good practice actually. Let's go here. I'll say the data is in sheet one, or say first sheet. Okay. Now I will say run. I'm executing it. See, it is giving me some code here. Okay. So it is giving me the instruction what all tasks included. Now I will copy this. Okay. I'll go back. Here I want to format this. Say Alt F11 and I'll say right click, insert module. I will paste it. See, done. Let me execute this. See, can you see this? The filters have been applied. Formatting has been done. Borders has been given. Everything is done in few seconds. I don't have to go sit and write each and everything. Right? Okay. Let's go to second task. Okay. Second task. What is that? Improve VBA using Claude. Suppose you think, this code, whatever you have taken, if you want to improvise that, Claude is actually very good. Okay. So this you can ignore, but still, if you think, you want to work on that, I'll open this Claude. Okay. Claude is nothing, but it is something similar to ChatGPT. Let's go here and I want to improvise this particular code. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll paste this code. Okay. I pasted this code. I'll write a prompt now saying that. For that also I given a prompt here. Okay. So here, see, I given the prompt saying act as a senior VBA architect. Analyze the VBA code below which I've given. The task I should, do all these things. And I'm saying paste the VBA code here. I'll go here. I'll just paste it, the prompt, and then I will say execute. You know what it will do? It will try to optimize the code. So for this, Claude is very good to optimize. Okay. Otherwise, if you feel that no, I'm not interested, let that code be like that. So you can use that as well, but it will take some time. It is just trying to understand. Okay. Let it give. Meanwhile, we'll go and we'll understand the next. So I'm saying reporting automation. Okay. Let's see if I have the files for this. The exercise. Okay. So here I want to create one MIS dashboard. So here I have this executive MIS dashboard. Let's go here. I think see executive MIS dataset. I'll open this file. Okay. And then I'll say the purpose is what? Generate management report automatically. Okay. So here I'll say create a VBA macro that reads data from sheet MIS data, creates a new worksheet called MIS summary, calculates total revenue, blah, 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 whatever, creates a column chart, pie chart, formats the report professionally, adds the report's title, this one, and generate complete VBA report with the comments. See, I'm copying this. Okay. And then what I'll do, I'll go to ChatGPT. See, it'll take some time. Okay, this one. So let it generate for us. We'll go here and check the sheet name. Okay. It is it same? Okay, this same. Let's go back and I'll say create a macro. I will say, okay, see, it is giving me a complete code here. See, complete code it is giving. Now what I'll do is I'll just copy this. Okay, I'm copying. I'll go to this Excel sheet where I have this MIS report or say data, Alt F11. So where is that MIS execute? So this one. Okay. Right click, insert model. I will paste it. Okay. Now let me execute this. Done. Let's go and check. See the data. Let me go to this. See here. There's a chart which is supposed to create, got created. And here let's see. Can you see that? All the reports have been generated. What else we need? How fast we can do? We have to just understand the requirement. We have to just make the idea alive. You know, tell ChatGPT that yes, this is what I need. Within few minutes, few seconds, you give the code and then you can start generating. Okay. Next. Is it done? Let's see. I think no file content available. So this is what I sometimes feel. See, there's generated some file here. Okay, we can download that and we can use it. But let's not go and make it too complex. We'll just leave this as is. We'll go and we'll try to work on this. Okay, so this is second task done. Okay, let's go to another one. Data cleaning. So what does it says? I want to remove blank rows, duplicate records, extra spaces and all. Let's go and see. I have an exercise here. Say retail sales data, where I want to clean large data set, remove blanks. Okay, there are so many things here. Let's go and see what is that. Retail sales data. Okay. Retail sales data, this one. Let me open this. Okay. I'm not sure how the data is. Here all the blank rows and everything has to be removed. Let's go here. And I'll say create a VBA macro that remove blanks, remove duplicates, trim extra spaces, converts text to proper case and date format and all these things. I will copy this. Okay. Right. Now also let me close this file. Okay. Because it will be too confusing. Later, if you want, we can open the title. Let me close this. Right. Alt F11, right click, insert model. Right. Now let me go here. I have copied this. say control copy. I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll paste it. But I'll also give the sheet name. It is retail sales. Okay. We can mention in the end also, not a problem. The data is in sheet retail sales. Okay. Let's execute it. People, if you want the entire dashboard, you can actually create it. But you have to mention it. For that, you should learn the prompt engineering. Okay. So here, what I'm trying to do is just simple prompts. But if you think you want to make it complete, the full-fledged thing, we can do that also. But for that, we should know technical things. That is what I'll be teaching you in this entire course actually. Okay. Copy, say Alt F11 and paste. See? Okay. Let's try to. So here we have a lot of steps. So, okay. No problem, no problem. It is giving me some error here. So, it's okay. Let me check what happened. No worries. If this happens, take the screenshot. Okay. Again, I'll go back, say, I'll paste it. And we can say that we are getting this error. Please debug. Some technical words you have to use. I'll say debug. It'll check. Now it will give me this line. Okay. So it is trying to fix this. Now I'll say, please to the updated code complete. Why? Because I don't know where to go and paste it. Right? So I'm saying give the entire code. So here it is giving me the code. Let me copy this. Now I'll go here and say Control A, Control V, and let's execute it. Still you are getting error. Oh, I understood. Okay, that is because here we don't have duplicates here. So do one thing. For time being, I'll just comment this. Okay. No duplicates. That's why it was actually throwing error. For time being, I'm just commenting. So these things will happen. Okay. So see, you can see that total number of rows or whatever. You have to have some patience. I told you, AI will not completely do everything for you. We have to also understand. So if there are any things, we should check that. Okay. That's why prompt engineering is very important actually. Right. Next. Okay. Next, file consolidation. This is very important. Now let's say, for example, I have, um, okay, see here, I have some data here. Let me open one data. Okay, see, I have this data. I want all this data, whichever is there, that has to be combined. Combined means all data one below the other. So either we can do it in Power Query Editor or we can do some programming. Previously, we used to sit and we have to program. But now, let me go here and I will copy that particular prompt. Okay. Okay. See, I'm just copying this code. Just copying this code. See, completely till there. Right. Now let's go here. I'll go to ChatGPT. Okay. I'll say folder. Let's give the folder location as okay. so that the code is generated with this particular location, right? So this is my folder actually. Let's give this one, right? I'll say execute. Yes. See, it is trying to give me all the code here. Okay. Now what I'll do, I will copy this. I will go and I'll try to open one new Excel file and then let's say Alt F11. Okay. And here I'll say one. Paste. Okay. So let's go and see first whether the path is taken care. So the path what I had given. So see. Okay. Let's run this. Okay. Not optional. Okay. There are a few times, this will happen. Error debug. That's what I told people. Say, AI will not completely, give everything. Okay. Let's say give the complete optimized and corrected code. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's copy this and then Alt F12. Right. Again, it's so okay. Just come on with this. Go and we select the folder. Okay, this is the folder. Okay, it's saying consolidation done. Let's see. Can you see this? See all the data is taken. It has given me the summarized report, and here some pivot table. See, there was some error in the pivot table. I just commented it, but still you can see that because I don't have time, so I can debug that. If you go and debug, it will take some time. So I just try to avoid that. So see here we're getting this. So if we have multiple sheets, then we can use the multiple commands and execute. Okay, so people, likewise, I have so many examples here. Okay, and I given the prompt also. So go through that, work on that. Okay, see every single thing. Say here in the end, what I've done is I given something called as bonus. Let me just show you examples. Okay, bonus section. So here you can see I given some 10 automation things where you can actually work on, say, MIS report. Okay, there are many things like this. For this, every examples, I given the Excel file, and here you can see dashboard refresh. Okay, likewise, I have 10 different exercises I've given with the files. Okay, all this I'll be adding that in the LMS. with this video. Okay. So you can work on this. Say, I cannot go and keep on teaching each and everything. It will become a lot of time actually. Lot of time. So what you can do is, I have given the instructions here, step by step. You can go through that. Also, I have these files, which I'll be sharing it with you so that you people can actually use that. And the entire thing, whatever is there, this video, I'll be adding that in the LMS. It will take some time. I'll add that in the LMS and I'll be sharing it with you people with all the documents. You can go through that. Okay, right. Okay, so people, how much I'll be keep on explaining about this? There'll be a lot of, lot of things which will be there. And it's not that just copying and pasting only will work. It's just one example I've given what is vibe coding, how VBA can be used, how actually we can create automations. Let it be any automations, email automation, dashboard automation, or reports refresh, anything you can do. Anything, you name anything, anything you can do. But for that, you should have a standard way of writing the prompts, standard way of understanding the codes. Okay. So people who are there here, if anybody is interested, I'm not talking about who are already registered, people who think that you want to learn more of VBA automations and more advanced way, people, because we have completed our 14 years, so we are giving this entire VBA plus automation. Now there is no automation separate course in our institute. We have combined it because of this AI. So people who have taken this VBA, they'll also get this automation completely within this itself. It is just 2,000 rupees. If anybody thinks that you want to learn in depth, okay, it's not that just I'll write the prompt, copy paste something. It is about a complete syllabus, okay, about VBA. If anybody is interested, you can call me, message me, or if you want this recording also, you can message me. It's not just only for registration. If you want these recordings, this file has got so many things, not just only what I thought. There are some more, some at least some 20 examples are there, automations. You can download that. That is completely free. If at all you think you want to learn in depth of automations, in depth of VBA programming, just let me know. Okay. It is just 2,000 rupees only because of the offer. Okay. Otherwise, we actually charge automation plus VBA. It is 15,000 rupees. It is 2,000 rupees. If anybody is interested, please let me know. Or you can call Suma. So she will help you in registrations. Okay. So from next week onwards, traditional plus AI, both trainings I'll be giving because just now we saw that we got some error, right? Yes, sir. If you get that error, what we should do? So those things I'll be teaching. That is called as traditional training, traditional way of work. Okay. So let me know. My number you can take. I'll just, because I'm not able to type here. So I'll just give my number here. You can take my number and Suma's number also I'll give. So Suma number will be 9066078793 and my number is 9902058878. Okay. So these are our numbers. You can call this number or any kind of registrations or something. You can call my number for any technical things and the LMS, free LMS, whatever the video is there with this document. And this will take some time, at least by evening or by tomorrow, I'll upload that. If anybody needs, message me. And if you think you want to register, you can call Suma and you can get it registered as well. Okay, right. So I'll stop here. And now you people tell me how was the session? You can unmute and you can also tell, if you have any questions, anything, you can ask them. So here offline people are also there. I'll just ask them also. If you people want to give any feedback, you can just message me. Otherwise, you can drop, no problem. So I'll not be taking any other sessions now in any other topics. But otherwise, if you want to give some feedback, you can give. If you want to register, you can let me know. Or if you think you want to speak, you can unmute and you can speak. Uh, Save. Okay. So if you want to save the file, say go here, save as. Okay. Make sure that you save it as macro enabled file. Don't save it in .xls X, because that's like a Excel file. So save it as .xlsm. Okay. That is macro enabled file. Okay. Right, people? So if you want to give any feedback, you can give. If you want to ask any questions, any doubts, please ask. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Anybody wants to speak? Any doubts? Any questions? No questions? Right, people. So I will log off now. If you need the link for the free, the video and the document, message me. This is my number. Okay, this is my number. You can make a note of it. If you want to register, you can call Suma. She will help you in registration. Okay. Right, people. So thank you so much for the session. Um, so I will catch you guys in more other sessions. Thank you so much, Jose. Thank you. Okay. Right. Thank you, people. Right. Right, people. Take care, all of you. Bye bye.